Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Today's video is like a declutter and organize refresh. I feel like some areas of my house are thriving while others need still a little bit of work. If you're new here, we've been in this house for about a year, and so I'm still trying to figure out what system works, what I want, and so we're just gonna be working throughout the house today. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. But now let's go ahead and get started. Now the first place we're gonna go ahead and start is my closet. I feel like it's the easiest. Like I can just let go of clothes because either it doesn't fit or I don't like how it fits. Maybe it has a hole in it, or maybe it's something I know I'm just not wearing. So I feel like this kind of gets the ball rolling. So whatever space that is for you, start there. I also feel like if you have a good system in place with what you're gonna do with your donated items or the items you're getting rid of, I feel like it's easier to do. Like I know who I give my clothes to, I know who likes my home decor, like I have friends and family I'm constantly sharing with, or maybe, you know, it's a certain particular place you like to take your donations, or maybe you're doing it for extra money for your kids, like dance classes, or maybe yourself. But I feel like if you have a reason to get rid of, it's so much easier to do it. I did want to share with you guys that today's video is sponsored by Wayfair, so I have some pretty cool organizational products I'm going to share with you, so stay tuned for those. Now I want to just tweak this closet a little bit. I was laying in bed last night, like, do I want Pearl in here? Obviously, I love her in here, but I'm like, is she taking up too much, like, real estate that I need for hanging clothes? I also recently, like, I don't think on camera, did like shorts and jeans over here on this bottom shelf. I love that I can see them because they were like underneath here, but I don't love seeing them. So I did pick up some like different type of organizers. I love that these right here, so I have one put together, and then the rest I have to. It's got a clear front, so it still looks nice and pretty, but I can see what's inside of them. So I'm gonna start there and see if I like it, figure out what to do with Pearl. Is she staying? Is she leaving? I don't know, but let's tackle this space and just get it perfect. So both of those organizers that I just showed are from Wayfair. I'm gonna have everything linked down below in my description box, but they have fast shipping, they have really easy returns, great fulfillment options, but everything I picked up I'm in love with. I will say you're gonna see me as I go throughout my house. I'm gonna be telling you which products I got from there, so don't click off because I got some really cool ones. But I did want to mention they have some deals coming up. So they have a Labor Day clearance August 27th through September 3rd. So these are dates you need to remember. You can grab some of the deals I have. Like I said, I'm going to have everything linked down below, but do not click off because I want to show you everything I found.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it started.
Just a little tip, if you put it in a bin, it just looks better. It just does. Plus, they're holding more. So I did have like 2 stacks of denim, like jeans. Now they just all fit in one. And I love I can just like pull them out, look at it. I could label this right here if I wanted to, but I don't have to because I can see. So this is all like my denim shorts now right there. And then over here, I was able to fit a ton more. These are all like comfy shorts and workout shorts. I will say I had quite a few like athletic skirts down here that I completely forgot about until I opened this up. I was able to put them up here, so now maybe I'll wear them more because it's like I had completely forgot I had those. So now when I pull this out to get a pair of like workout shorts, I could be like, oh no, I'll just put the skirt on instead. So that's going to be so helpful. I probably will switch this out for like a black or like my denim ones just so it's not green right there. Yes, that's how particular I am. I wish 4 would have fit, but you guys know I have a thing for 3, so it's totally fine. Now I'm going to try this because I kind of like the idea of filling this gap there. And I have like all my leggings here. Now eventually when it's like legging season, and hopefully we're getting close, I can like flip out my shorts and stuff with leggings right here so they're easier to get to. But right now I'm not grabbing towards leggings, but I might put them up here so I see see them more. And down here, I really want to get my swimsuits. My swimsuits are all the way through my bathroom over there. I have my curtains closed on the other side of the bed in my nightstand drawer. So every time I want to put a swimsuit on, I'm like, dang it. So I'm going to bring those in there, get this cleared out. But I think things are already just, we're better. We're making progress. Okay, so this particular bin that I picked up from Wayfair is so helpful. I feel like it can be used in many different ways. So I'm using it for leggings here, and it can be in a closet, but my daughter also took a few and used them for like some of her homeschool items. But I feel like you could put like dog toys in there or kids toys. It's a decent size. It's not like too oversized, but it's not too small. It's just enough that it holds a lot, and I feel like it looks really nice. So it can be sitting out in a space and hiding kind of the ugly things, but it makes it look organized and pretty. So if you're searching for organization or just home stuff, I feel like they're just a really great resource. I use them a lot. They just have a really wide and deep selection of really amazing products just to create the home that you're wanting. And so they're definitely a go-to on my list. I have a lot of pieces from them, and I just feel like every time I order something, I just get something like really unique and special that you don't find a lot of other places. So if you're trying to create a look in your home, whether it's organization or just decorating, I highly suggest checking them out. I think for now, Pearl can stay. I feel like I like her here. I will say when winter comes, I think she's gonna have to go because that's like where I hang all my jackets. I could put them in our coat closet, but it's like at the front of the house and we leave right here like next to my closet. So eventually she may have to go, but she made the cut this time. I've got to find her a good spot. But I kind of kept rearranging. You know, when you have organizers, they're not custom to your house, so you just have to make them work and what works best in your space. So here I felt like 2 worked, plus it blended with all the white. This was nice here. I was once again trying to get 4 in there. I keep trying to use a set of 4. But once again, I like 3. But when this dresser's gone, rods are supposed to be right here and right there if I ever like get rid of the dresser. So like the closet system hangs down. So like this one can't move over anymore. And then this one was having a tough spot right there. So it fits perfectly. Like they're nice and evenly spaced. I don't want to cram 4 in and like 2 be smashed and 2 kind of have room. So I feel like this was the perfect balance. I can get to everything. I can see everything I have. And my swimsuits are in here. So that alone was a win for the day. So this is my side. Over here's Chase's side. It's not near as bad. It's definitely more colorful. But I'm going to tweak his a little bit. Like half the time I just come through and like work on the colors, pull out extra hangers, and then I'm going to use a few of my bins over here to hide his shorts as well. And I think it'll just clean up the space like it did on my side. Oh, and then another thing I picked up from Wayfair were these like shoulder covers, and they can kind of go over anything. I grabbed them for Chase's suits up here. One's in a bag, but the rest are getting dusty because he doesn't wear them often and they're up high. I cannot do that. Even like on a tall ladder, it's really hard to get up there. Plus I don't have the ladder inside, it's out in the building. So we'll come back to this when Chase is home. Him and Savannah are gone now, but I will do that later, and that's gonna make me feel better. I've been wanting to cover those up for a while. this is so much better. Like, take the time, take out any extra like loose hangers that don't have clothes on them, color code, and then space your hangers out the best you can. Like, give your clothes room to breathe. If you can like barely move your clothes, you have too many. Trust me, you do laundry more often than that. You don't need that many clothes. Yeah, I can't get over how much that helped. Like I said, we still are gonna have to do this, but that's gonna have to be later. But the bins look great too. You can still see what's in them, but way better. So love it.
I don't know why you're stressing, but I know that you will find it out in time. To be alone is depressing, and you're hurting, I can see it in your eyes. I know you will find your way from all this. I know there's a...
I'm gonna take you into like our back kitchen, laundry room, whatever you want to call it. It's like a laundry room on this side. We have an extra sink, drink fridge, microwave, all that. In here, it's pretty organized. I'm gonna go through the cabinets just once because you never know. But I wanted to talk about this laundry basket. So many of you guys ask me about this basket, and it does sell out a lot. I noticed Wayfair has this. I will say originally it's like that orangey wood. I had it like that for years. I spray painted it before I came into this house. So they carry both of these. It won't be in black, so you won't have to spray paint it. But this is a more affordable option. If you've looked at this before and you're like, I love that it's on wheels. I love that I don't have to bend all the way over to get a laundry basket. But this was too pricey. But check it out, because like I said, there's a sale and stuff going on. But if not, here is another version. And I love it too. Like, I had this cabinet customized for that little area. But like this one would work too. So this is really good for laundry. I feel like they look really cute in like kids' rooms or nurseries with like, you know, like stuffed animals and toys in them. I feel like you can just use them for so many things. You could put your groceries in them and wheel it around. The only difference between this, like these two, is obviously this one's bigger and this basket does come off. So if I just want the basket, I can pick it up and move it, where this is like all attached. So both on Wayfair, gonna link both of them for you. Both great options. So technically, I know I have way too many cleaners, but A, I love to clean, B, I love trying new things, and C, after 2020, I just like staying stocked up on certain items, and cleaners are one of them. I want to know, no matter what, I have what I need. I will say we even live further out, like we don't live in town, so it's really hard to be cleaning or doing something and need something and have to stop and run into town to get it. Not that we can, not that we don't, but it is just really nice to have products and everything we need within our house.
Take your time. I will wait while you take your time. I wait while you take your time. You know I see us together, strolling hand in hand and watch the sun goes down. For you, I would do whatever. I'll pick you up where you feel you're about to drown. Just take this chance and fly away with me.
Ever so often, I like to go through our medication. I like to see if things are expired, if there's just like wrappers in there, and just kind of overall make it look organized. Sometimes medicines get moved around. I do have it all labeled in separate bins, so depending on what you're needing, you can find it. This solution, I know we're like double storage right here with like a bin within a bin, but it has made our life so much easier, and I love the way this cabinet's set up. Another organizer that I picked up from Wayfair was this. I didn't even know where I was going to use it. I just thought it was so pretty. It could be for teas. It could be for like coffee pods. It could be jewelry. I feel like this would work with makeup. But I have a lot of these like water flavor hydration things. I'm going to see if they fit in there. If it doesn't, I can try something else. But if so, I could do it and maybe move it in there with our fridge or something. So I'm going to just try it and see if it fits first.
Take your time. I know you will find me, what are you saying? What game are we playing? I want us to be for real now, real now.
Okay, so I'm in my kitchen now. In this drawer, I have like some teas. I'm gonna go ahead and fit in here what will and get rid of the rest because we're not using them. I'll let someone else. But that way when like family comes over, I can just leave this out and they can grab whatever they need, or I can, or someone in the family, but I think it'll look pretty good. I personally love it with the lid so I can move it around, use it different places. But if you're just wanting the organizer part, there's a lot of times I buy organizers like this and you can just pop off the lid and you can save it for later or just get rid of it. But keep in mind, you can like adjust your organizers. Like I mentioned earlier, this one is beautiful from Wayfair, but if you want the lid, you can leave it, but you can also pop it off. If not, I've done that on several organizers in my house. Okay, that's perfect. So now I'm going to clear out some of this because I can organize this better. That way it can go right here in the drink drawer next to like the coffee maker and the water, because this is where they can make it. Now keep in mind, if you are going to have an organizer with a lid, be sure to keep moving it around and make sure you can open it. If you put your organizers too tight, it's not going to have the room to open. And if you need to put like that museum like sticky tacky tape underneath it so it doesn't slide around, you can. That's an option, but you definitely don't want your organizers too tight, otherwise the lid's not going to open and then it's not going to serve its purpose.
You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with
Okay, we did good on this one. So we have all the coffee. This is coffee cleaner back there for like cleaning the coffee pot, so I like to keep it nearby. Coffee straws, normal straws, mixers, scoops, spoons if you don't want to like use the mixer right there. But then look, this is right here, so I can grab it when I need it. Company can, they see it if they're getting coffee. They can use the hot water there to make the tea. Man, I think that just worked out perfectly. I will say I'm gonna work up here next. It doesn't have a lot, see that? And then this one has a lot, but a lot of this can be decluttered. And I'm wondering if I should get like all the drinks right here. So it's like with the coffee maker and with the water pitcher right there and the drink drawer. So, and it should fit. So I'm gonna declutter this area. I feel like both of these just look so sad to me. So let's fix this area up now.
Baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe and right away.
Okay, while you see me working on this, we're gonna kind of cut over to another day. Chase helped me film this the night before because I knew he was gonna be gone when I was filming this video. But basically in this house, I had wanted all drawers, and I kind of missed that over here on our like layout when we were designing cabinets. We put like doors in, which is totally fine. I just put things in here I don't use often because you have to like get down on your knees to get stuff in the very back, and that can be hard, especially if you're not as mobile or if you're older. So Wayfair actually has these drawers you can customize to the size you need. They also have different color options. I went with the oak option and it's beautiful. They were so easy to install, and you can slide them in and out. I know they had options for like double layers. I have a shelf in mine, so I just did the bottom layer, and they literally slide in and out. This is such a way to make your home look custom and function so much better, but it's from Wayfair. So don't go to your builder that's gonna charge you a ton. Just order these off Wayfair. I'm gonna leave them linked, and like I said, they're customized to the size you need, and they work and glide so well. This space is just making so much more sense now. Like, I love it's all the coffee cups with like water cups up there. Obviously we have a drink fridge in the back, so we have bottled water, all that. But if you don't want bottled water, you have options here. I also have normal drinking glasses, but this is just kind of the setup for, I feel like this is like a drinking station, and I love that we have all this options here so they can grab what they need. I will say I need to pick up more coffee mugs like this style, because when we host, apparently you crazy addicted coffee drinkers have more than like 1 cup a day. You have several, so I feel like we're always going through these cups. So I'll probably get more of those, especially just before we start hosting for the holidays again. But I feel like it looks good. But now, like, what in the world am I gonna do over here that kind of makes sense? You know what I mean? Just in case you're wondering, like, my normal drinking glasses are like right here. I do that because like the fridge is here, which is like where the water is. But honestly, you either get a bottled water in the back kitchen, or you get your whole little drink set up here. I don't know. Now I'm getting confused because I like keeping like things together. Look at this, sad. We obviously don't drink wine, but I like to keep options for like orange juice, or like if someone else comes over, or Welch's juice during, you know, the holidays. And so I've always kept them here because they're close to the fridge, which is normally full of drinks, but our drink fridge is in the back in the laundry room. So now I'm like, dang, like, what do I do? I don't know. Like, should all of this get moved there, which seems odd, but that's like our drink area. Like, we'll have our cocoa bar for the holidays. That's where I keep like our water pitcher. And then we keep stuff in the back for the drink fridge back there. But it's like, if someone's getting water through the fridge, man, now I feel like I'm in a dilemma. I really like hate breaking up like items. For some reason, it just like gets to me.
Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love.
Okay, I'm trying to process. So what I'm thinking, if I move these, let's just go with that plan. If I move those over there and all of our drinks are together, then technically I can put all of our plates and bowls and dishes right here, which makes sense because it's right next to the silverware, and closest to the table where we eat, right? Like, I'm so used to grabbing to the right when I'm cooking at the stove, but it could be here. And then this is kind of how this is what I call like our baking station, which I haven't done well. I used to have like these here, which I could move back, but then I have like all the stuff to like make things. This is like our oven mitts for the oven, you know, like mixing bowls, measuring cups, mixers, and there's a lot of just like gadgets down there in that drawer. But I could make this my baking station and put like bowls and stuff up here that it's easier to get to. Put that down there. That all makes sense to me. All makes sense to me. Plus I could move this over there with the baking station maybe. I don't know. The only thing that's getting me with this arrangement is it's weird to have all of our drinks right here. But like our drinks, like coffee, teas, waters are here, and like our whole drink bar is technically like, most people when they come aren't grabbing cups. They're just going back in our fridge and grabbing a drink. So maybe I should just try it. I think I'm just gonna try it. Now that I've like, I can always move it back, right? So I'm gonna put this stuff over here, this stuff there. I'm gonna move stuff up here and maybe this over there. That's all. So let's get to work.
You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All those second chances, they are nothing for right. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love. The things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love.
Let's do a mini little check-in. I feel like things are looking really good. So I did a lot of rearranging. I had no idea this was gonna be happening today, just so you know. Sometimes it just happens. But it's making sense, which brings calmness to me. So basically all the drinks are together. I slid the coffee bar down, which actually I like better because like in the mornings when we're hosting and it actually would get tight in here, I had the coffee station here, but we're trying to like be at the stove, we're baking, we're in the oven, it gets tight. It kind of like pulled it out so they can stand here and then they go sit down in the living room. So I switched the drawer. I have a thing with, I want the coffee maker with the mugs with the drawer. I just want them to be like, if you're never in my house and you just open up the cabinets around you, you're gonna find what you need. So I switched that out, which in turn made this better because then there's like foil and saran wrap and all of that, which kind of goes into baking, which this is gonna be the baking station. I did add straws over here, so if you grab a cup for like water or something, there's straws there, there's straws here. I'm always trying to think about like when company's in my house, I want them to feel as comfortable as they can be and find things that they need. So I like having stations. So this is our drink station. Now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the baking station. It shouldn't be too hard, but I think I'm really liking this. I have a lot of stuff in the dishwasher. So if you're like, Ashley, why did you put it away like that? I just need to unload my dishwasher. But then this is our silverware and this is all the like food containers for when we're done eating. So I feel like it's making more sense now. So now I'm gonna mess around with this cabinet.
Tick tock, the clock keeps ticking. I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me. My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. I missed you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still.
I'm sure you've been staring at these in all of my clips. I'm not like teasing you guys. They're actually from Wayfair too. I get so many messages about my baskets with the lids and they're just hard to find. Like I found them in store. I got super lucky. But if I go to link them for you guys, they are crazy expensive. These were the most affordable ones I can find and they serve the exact same purpose. It comes in a set of two. There's a big one, there's a small one. These are so cute, like sitting out in your house. If you have kids, you can fill it with blankets, you can fill it with toys, blocks, Legos, whatever it is, dirty laundry, towels. Like you can use these for so many different things. So I feel like it's one of those things. It is a little bit more money, but it serves so many purposes. You can use it in so many different spaces. They're cute in bathrooms. They're cute next to benches and entryways, living rooms, bedrooms. Like there's really not a spot you couldn't put these other than the kitchen counter where I have them. And if you wanted to do it, go for it. Put some greenery out of it and call it a day. But I did want to give you this option for organizing because it makes ugly stuff disappear and it's pretty. So this is the way I love to organize. If you have kids or different items in your house that you're like, I have to have these, I can't declutter them, we use them daily, but you don't want to see them, but you want them to be very convenient to get to, here is your solution. I'll have them linked down below in my description box.
I'm thinking of you.
Okay, now we're gonna head out to my garage and we have this closet and its purpose is like our storm room right now for tornadoes, but in a few weeks we're gonna actually be having a shelter put in. So I can actually use this as a storage closet now, which I'm super excited about. We've pretty much made it that anyway, but anytime it's like tornado season and we know a tornado's coming, I'm having to like come in here and clean it out. But I really want to make it function as a storage closet now, and it's really good for our paints because it doesn't get too hot or too cold in here. So I also ordered a shelf off Wayfair. I'm gonna link it for you because it's like the perfect size. It's not like too wide or too tall to get in those tight spaces. I could have done several of these if I wanted to put it on the side of the wall, which I could still do. So if we end up putting a lot more things in here, I'd probably pick a side like on the right and just line them up. But I just feel like it functions so well. It looks so much better. It's so much cleaner. I'm in love with this guy. You could keep it out in the garage or wherever you need to kind of get things off the ground. Anything you can get up is going to leave you more floor space, and it's going to make the space feel bigger.
Thinking of you.
Now clearly I still have all these items, but that's going to be going down to the storm cellar when it comes in. So technically this is the only stuff that has to be in here. This is like amazing. I will say I'm gonna order some hooks and have Chase hang up our chairs like right here and the step stool. But I can keep a broom and a dustpan out here. We can keep extra paint. That's basically all that is. I have an extra fan and flashlight back there just in case if something were to come. I mean, it's not tornado season, but it's in there just for safety precautions. But look how much better that looks. It's like the best thing I've done all day, and we just did the kitchen. Yeah, that definitely makes me happy. So I have all these bins left. See, I feel like things on wheels are just so helpful. I can like wheel it down here and I don't have to carry all those. But I think I'm gonna switch out these plastic containers for glass. I will say, like, all these pastas, they're just for looks. Like, they've been in there a while. I have my other stuff I cook with down here. I just kind of want it to look pretty, and then all this food's wrapped. But I'm gonna redo those with the glass bins. I'm gonna go through the food, make sure, you know, it's not expired if I need to rearrange anything. But my main goal is to get this stuff switched out.
You're calling, I'm falling. Don't know what it is you do to me. Yeah, where you go, I follow. Let's go out and dance the night away. Going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dance the night away. I am ready for that heartbreak. That's usually how it goes. I have done a billion mistakes before. Maybe I am going crazy. Say you feel the same now that we dancing. I'm taking my chances. I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak. I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak.
Just remember, if you're starting your organization journey, it's not going to look perfect at first. Like, you're not going to get your whole house done in one day with all the perfect containers and all the right spots, but you just have to get started. So that's just my number one tip. Just get started, work on a small space. If you want to get that one perfect, start there. If you just want to like go through your entire house and use what you have, do that. But I will say, getting good containers just takes time. They can be expensive. So don't forget, like, Wayfair's having that Labor Day clearance sale, August 27th through September 3rd. So that's a good time while there's clearances going on. See what they have, buy up, and then as you're working through those spaces, you have items to work with.
3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak. Yeah. Ooh, baby, I am ready for that heartbreak.
One thing you know about me, if you followed me for a while, I always have a s'mores bin. So now that Samina's dairy-free, it makes it a little bit harder, but we found dairy-free chocolate and we found dairy-free marshmallows, and I always like to keep that on hand. You never know when company's showing up, and I feel like we love to end the evening out by the fire pit. So during the summer and during the fall, like, months and those seasons, I love to just keep that in there, so we always have that if we need it. Another thing to keep in mind, anytime you're organizing, it definitely gets messy. It gets worse before it gets better, so there's always cleanup involved.
5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak. I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you while you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak.
Okay, Chase is home, so he got me down all his suits. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those covered with the bags I showed you guys earlier. So when they're up in the top of his closet, they're not getting like super dusty.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting by some rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet.
I probably should have done this, I don't know, 17 years ago. I mean, obviously he's had new suits since then, but ever since we've been married, they really haven't ever been in anything. Now, when he worked outside of the house, he wore stuff like this more, so you may not need to cover it as often, but now it's just not often that he has to be that dressy. So at least when it's in the top of the closet, it's just covering it, because I feel like the only place it gets dusty is like up here, but then down below you can still see like what suit or dress or whatever it is you're covering. So I like that it's not like all the way covered and the fabrics can like still breathe. Okay guys, that was fun. It was a little bit more than what I was anticipating, but sometimes that happens and my kitchen feels so much better. I'm gonna have to walk my entire family through it and kind of go over it, and it's gonna take us a few days, but I think that system's gonna work out so much better. So I don't care if you've been in your house like a week, a month, a year, several decades. Think about the way you use it, think about the way you host, think about the way you move things around, and just see if there's a better way, because typically there is a better way. Just because you unpacked your boxes and moved stuff in and put it there does not mean it needs to stay there. I feel like when you move into a house, you're so like overwhelmed and exhausted. You've packed everything up, you moved it, you're just like getting it put away. But typically that's not the best spot if you didn't do a lot of planning beforehand. So think about it, step back, open up those cabinets, see if you can do something better. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know down below in the comments section. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. And I also want to thank Wayfair for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to shop Wayfair for every space and style on wayfair.com and on the app. I'm going to have everything linked down below. And don't forget about that Labor Day clearance sale. Everything will be listed down below in the description box.